Perfect.
Welcome into Tips for Gamers, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down the players who should be a 99 overall in Madden 22. If you guys like what we do, make sure to share and like our videos. Make sure to comment down below. Comment anything you want, just make sure it's appropriate. And with that being said, guys, let's jump into the video. Do you ever feel like Madden gets the ratings wrong? Well, we do too. And today we're going to fix that and give respect where respect is due. Madden likes to have their 99 overall club and give rewards to the players they feel are a 99 overall. Of course, Madden does not ask the fans how they feel because the fans tend to vote in biased terms. This is understandable and human nature. Humans tend to side with their village. If there are two similarly talented wide receivers on two different teams, people would likely vote in the direction that supports their emotions. With Madden, their 99 club seems like it is now more politicized than ever before. They want their club and their shiny little trophy to mean something more than what it is. This is likely why they are being more strict with who gets in their fancy little club. Unfortunately, Madden is way too up and down with their ratings. Ratings should be how good the player is, not how good he did yesterday or the day before. With football, the only consistency is that there is no consistency. 1 minute they will rate Tom Brady a 96 overall, then he will go and win a Super Bowl and make Madden look as if they are not responsible enough to hold the keys to such ratings. However, we are here to give our ratings of who should be a 99 overall player at each position, if each position deserves it. Of course, this will be subjective to some, but remember to not take it personally. We're only trying our best to be fair, to use logic without the temptation of emotion. The first guy we would start with is Tom Brady. Brady is a 98 overall in Madden, which makes very little sense when you break down what he has accomplished in recent times. We don't have to search back years in the past to understand what kind of quarterback he is today. He is leading in touchdowns this year so far, while also likely going to take back the lead in passing yards when the Bucs come back from their bye week. All we would increase is his throw power to a 93 and his throw under pressure to a 94. This would increase him to a 99 overall. Next up is Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers has always had influxes to his overall even when he does not change much. The proof is extremely easy to provide, and the Cardinals will do that for you. The Cardinals were favored to beat the Packers. After all, the Packers had Devontae Adams out, Allen Lazard along with their defensive coordinator. They were destined to lose according to the experts, but one thing they forgot to consider is that Aaron Rodgers is a Pro Bowl creator. There are very few QBs that can turn so many players into potential Pro Bowlers regardless of who is around them. Rodgers is one of them, and no, he didn't do it 5 years ago. He is doing this every year. If Aaron was playing against the Chiefs would have likely have been facing a mountain too big to climb last week. Too big to fly over even with their fastest jet in Tyreek Hill. Aaron Rodgers is a mountain with a cannon-like arm that earned him 17 TDs with only 3 interceptions so far this year. We would change his throw power to a 95, his medium accuracy to a 94, his deep accuracy to a 96. There are some other players we would change as well, but not enough to make it to our 99 overall list, and since this is a 99 overall video, we will not mention all of them. QBs like Matthew Stafford, Matt Ryan, Ryan Tannehill would be a few that we would change and increase their overalls. If we don't mention a player that you like, please do not take offense to it. We're mainly discussing 99 overalls. The first guy we want to talk about is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is a 98 overall in Madden currently, and yes, he is injured. However, just because he is injured does not mean that he is not the best halfback right now. We feel Madden missed the boat with Henry for whatever reason. We would increase his speed to a 94, his acceleration to a 97, and his agility to an 89. Henry does not get the respect that he deserves with his football speed. When Henry is out in the open, he is almost faster than anyone else on the field, including those who have a much higher speed rating than his. The next player we're going to talk about is Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey has been struggling with injuries lately, but that does not mean he is any less. We feel that they should have just decreased his injury rating before they dropped him below a 99 overall. We would increase his speed to a 94, his acceleration to a 95. Other than that, we'd keep him the same. This would increase him back up to a 99 overall and give him back that shiny little trophy that Madden likes to hold so tight. The next guy we're going to talk about is Nick Chubb. Chubb has been and still is a beast. There are not many running backs that can do what he can do, and we're likely seeing a legend in the making. He is purely dominant when he is in and almost cannot be stopped. His footwork is almost surreal. He runs low, he can be an all-down back, and he appears to only heat up as the game ticks on. We would increase his speed to a 93, his acceleration to a 93, and agility from an 83, which is disrespectful, to a 92. We would also increase his ball carry vision to a 99, and this would put Chubb up to a 99 overall. We believe this is where he should be. Also, just a little note here, when you say his footwork, sounds weird because you would think logically it would be feet work because, well, you have 2 feet instead of just 1 foot, but whatever. Now moving on to fullback here, Kyle Juszczyk is a universal devastator at fullback. But since he's a fullback, it somehow means that he is not worthy of holding on to the 99 overall title, even when it is obvious that he is the best fullback in the NFL. Why is Madden so scared to give fullbacks a 99 overall unless you're in MUT? Really doesn't make any sense to us whatsoever. Fullbacks deserve the right to hold that title just as much as any other position. We would change his speed to an 84, awareness to a 99, and a slew of other ratings to get him to the 99 overall rating. And don't worry, this wouldn't make him a super beast to where it's unfair in the game of football. Now the next guy on our list shouldn't shock you at all. It's DeAndre Hopkins. Why Hopkins is not a 99 overall makes very little sense to us. He is purely dominant, and that is being light with words when we are talking about a player as deadly as number 10. We'd increase his speed to a 92 overall, as well as his acceleration to a 92 overall, and his agility to a 94. There are other wide receivers that come close to getting to a 99 overall in our opinion, but we felt D-Hop was the most obvious choice. George Kittle has had a rough season, but it is only because he is having an off season. There are some issues at quarterback the 49ers need to figure out. Kittle is still a top tight end in our eyes and does not deserve to be blasted off the top of the mountain just yet. We believe his agility should be an 87, awareness to a 99, and his catching to a 94. There are definitely other tight ends that deserve an increase in overall as well, but putting them to a 99 overall is a little difficult to do. Mark Andrews is one of the best tight ends that doesn't get to show off his talent enough. Darren Waller also joins Andrews in players that should receive an increase in overall. For some reason, Madden hates linemen. David Bakhtiari, I hope I'm saying your name correct, he's one of the nastiest linemen in the NFL when healthy, and seems to never get the credit that he deserves for whatever reason. Madden loves to hate on linemen, even when they do not deserve it. We would increase several areas of Bakhtari's, I hope I'm saying your name right, ratings to get him to a 99. Of course, he's not the only one that we feel does not get enough credit that they deserve, but he is the main one we chose for this video. Now this one we feel is obvious. Quentin Nelson is another 99 overall that Madden missed out on. They act as if having 99 overall at each position or close to a 99 overall at each position will take away from the greats before them, and that is simply not the truth. We won't even break down why we believe he should be a 99 overall because it is simply unnecessary. Now there are two players at the center position we could argue being the best, and that is Ryan Jensen and Rodney Hudson. For some reason, these two do not get the respect they deserve. Madden could bump them up to a 95 overall range. However, since they're centers, somehow means they're not as good at football compared to other positions, which is absurd. We feel these guys could be in the 95, 96 overall range, and that would be exactly where they should be. Zach Martin is a 98 overall because Madden wants their 99 overall club to mean more than it actually does. Zach Martin is a 99 overall. There needs to be no explanation. At right tackle, the two closest guys to a 99 overall may not be a 99 overall yet in our opinion, but they should be much higher in overall than what Madden put them at. And those two are Tristan Wirfs and Ryan Ramczyk. These two are solid at this position, and we could see them being close to a 97 overall, 96 overall, give or take. But at a 90 overall apiece, we feel like this is disrespectful to these two players. They are obviously dominant, and they do very well at their position. Respect needs to be given to these two players, and it simply has not been awarded to them. At left end, we believe Cameron Jordan could be placed a little bit higher in overall. Arguing that he should be a 99 overall would be tough, but we could see him being close to a 97 overall, around that range. He's very, very good and has been for so many years that it's almost ridiculous. At right end, we do not disagree with too many of their overalls. Maybe a few increases here and there, but they got it right for the most part, and they're fairly accurate. These guys are very good. Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald. Cameron Hayward is another one who's just been good ever since football existed. At D-tackle, we believe Vita Vea is clearly the most dominant D-tackle this year. We could see him in the 98 overall range. DeForest Buckner is another player we could see getting an increase with how dominant he is on the field. These two players deserve a little bit more respect than what Madden is giving them. TJ Watt is the clear winner at left outside linebacker this year. He's just so fast off the ball and absolutely nasty in both run and pass defense. We would put him at a 99 overall. We would increase his speed to an 85, agility to an 88, awareness to a 99, tackling to a 97, play recognition to a 98, block shedding to a 95, power moves to an 86, and finally his pursuit to a 99. At middle linebacker, Fred Warner we would have to a 98 overall. Bobby Wagner, we would also increase him to a 96 overall, and Levante David to a 95 overall along with Demario Davis. These guys simply don't get enough credit. For whatever reason, middle linebackers just get very little credit when it comes to Madden ratings, and this just doesn't make a lot of sense to us. At right outside linebacker, this would probably not shock you, but we would have Chandler Jones at a 98 overall this year. We would increase Von Miller to a 95 overall and increase Harold Landry III to at least a 91 overall this year. All three of these guys are playing lights out football. Harold Landry is absolutely dominating at his position, and these guys just simply don't get enough credit as far as we're concerned. At cornerback, we feel Madden did a fair job. They love to give cornerbacks a high increase in overall. We'd only increase a few players here and there, but Madden did a decent job for the most part. Free safety and safeties in general are positions that Madden seems to dislike when it comes to giving them increases to their overall rating. We would increase 3 players. Kevin Byard to a 97-98 overall. He is so dominant, we feel he does not get the credit he deserves. Maybe it's because he's on the Titans and they just don't like the Titans, or just maybe they hate safeties. We don't really know, but a 91 overall seems to be pretty disrespectful for a guy who gets as many interceptions as he gets. We would also increase Jesse Bates III to at 97 around there, give or take. And then we would finish it off with Justin Simmons to a 94-95 overall. At strong safety, we feel Tyrann Mathieu should be placed at a 98 overall. Then Budda Baker to a 95-96 overall, because these two are the ones that just stand out. Jamal Adams is another guy that could easily get an increase in a very short period of time. That's why we feel maybe even Jamal Adams should be bumped up a little bit higher on this list, because he is just a wrecker at his position. But we feel the two that are obvious decisions here, Budda Baker and the Honey Badger. At kicker and punter, we believe obviously Justin Tucker should be a 99 overall. Tucker is a beast, and if you're going to give that 99 overall to any kicker, Justin Tucker would be the guy to get it. But since he's a kicker, apparently just means that, hey, you're not good enough to hold the title of a 99 overall, and you can't join Madden's fancy little club to sip tea and, whatever else they do in that club. However, on punter, this one really would be tough for us. On punter, kicker, it's a little bit more obvious. You make it or you don't. Punter, it's more kind of how you feel the guy is doing, because, is he constantly punting great balls? Is he putting it in place where the defense is going to have an easy easy job. Punter's a little bit harder to grade and something we really aren't equipped to handle to really give an opinion on this. But we do feel that these overalls should be increased for punters, because apparently since they're a punter, they don't deserve the credit to have a higher overall, which is ridiculous.
Perfect.